People buy a lot of things online, and as a result, 7.4 billion packages travel around the world each year, arriving at their final destination in just a few days or sometimes even a few hours.
So that means that on any given day, more than 20,273,000 packages are traveling across the world in a hidden system, flying above us in the sky or billowing past us on the highway.
But we only ever see the ones that arrive at our doorsteps. And this got us thinking, how do packages get around?
Well, humans have always found ways to get what they want when they want it.
But until recently, the systems haven't been formalized enough to meet the desire for speed that we've always had.
Take mail, for example. While it was possible to ship or mail things before the 20th century, the postal system just really sucked.
Yeah, it was a mess. You had to pay not just for your country postage, but also for the ship postage and possibly postage in the country you were sending it to.
That, by the way, is Nancy Pope.
And I work at the Smithsonian's National Postal Museum.
The other thing that sucked back then was transportation. Packages took forever to get where they were going, if they arrived at all.
Because they were traveling by ship, they were taking months.
And this understandably made people pretty frustrated. They wanted a reliable way to get things from one place to another. So they decided to formalize some things and make some changes that would lay the groundwork for the shipping that we have today.
The first of those changes was the formation of the UPU in 1874, which basically set universal rules and prices for mailing things internationally.
So for the first time in human history, you could actually be sure that whatever you're sending would actually arrive, and the person on the other end wouldn't have to pay for it.
And this is basically the same system that we use today.
The other big thing that changed the game was the invention of the airplane in 1903.
This meant that people and packages could get where they were going way faster. Trips that used to take weeks now only took hours.
But just because both packages and people could travel faster didn't mean that they would necessarily travel the same way. And in fact, they still don't.
Which makes sense, because while a person usually wants to get somewhere in the fastest and most direct way possible, a package just needs to get there in the cheapest way possible.
And to get things where they need to go as cheap as possible, we use the hub and spoke system. Here's how it works. Say we're sending a package from Tokyo to Chicago.
A person would try and get a flight going directly there, but a package might actually travel thousands of miles in the wrong direction to a hub in Shanghai or Guangzhou in China before heading to its final destination.
Why? Because these central hubs allow it to be grouped with packages that are going in the same direction, so they can share a flight, making it cheaper. It's kind of like taking a bus. It's way cheaper to split the cost of travel with a bunch of people going in the same direction as you versus paying for an Uber on your own.
And that's why faster shipping is more expensive, because the flight still costs the same, but there are just less packages to split it between. But regardless of which shipping method you choose, if your package is traveling more than 200 miles, it's likely to end up somewhere like this.
Yes, I'm based here in Louisville, which is the home of Worldport, UPS's largest air hub in the world. On a daily basis, we sort about 2 million packages, and at maximum capacity, Worldport can sort up to 416,000 packages every hour.
Every package in the hub has a barcode, and those barcodes are scanned to allow the packages to be automatically sorted by state, city, and sometimes even by block.
Then all the packages moving in the same direction get on a red-eye flight to their spoke, taking them one step closer to their final destination, your doorstep.
So if the hub is a bus station, the spokes are the bus routes. They get you close but not all the way home.
And the barcodes are what tell the package which spoke they need to be on.
Those barcodes are also what allow us to track our packages, which apparently people do a lot.
We hate to wait, but we love to receive our package. And in a lot of ways, the information about the package is as important as the package itself.
That's Rob Lay. He made an app called Arrive that makes tracking things easier.
Online shopping puts you in this liminal state where you own this thing, but it's not in your hands, and it's kind of disorienting.
So we've gone from having no idea if our package will even arrive to being able to get anything we want from anywhere in the world and knowing where it is every step of the way.
This connects us by allowing us to send artifacts, and these artifacts and these products, they have meaning to us.
At some level, we're spoiled compared to the past. We're used to this. We're used to be able to get what we want, even if it's another country on another continent.
So without this crazy system that we've created, the tens of thousands of people who work in it, and our insatiable need for speed, the world might actually feel like a much bigger place.